You might be feeling a little uncomfortable, either in your life or what you're witnessing in the world. And so I thought I would give you a little comfort today because that's what I was supposed to do. It is March the 18th of 2026, and I'm going to read you a message from March the 18th of 2022. And then I'll also give you a video of a recording that I held in, which was a channeling session, which will give you more understanding of what is happening. We're moving through a generational change in our world, and you would be feeling it in your life. Each of us comes into the world with memories of who we're supposed to be or who we're meant to become. And it's to make a contribution. We don't do that, things can go a little off kilter. I live in Los Angeles, and today there was it affects everyone. But anyway, today there was revelations about Cesar Chavez, and his abuse, and he was the person who was s- um, such a civil rights icon in so many ways, especially for Latinos, but for all workers, basically. And so this revelation that comes up today about how he abused women was not a surprise because this is all the information that I'd received. Everything that is occurring in the world, I knew, and I've been given that information because it's generations of information that we pass on to one another. I happen to receive it in an organized way. I happen to receive it in an organized way of our universe because that is how we pass on information. It's been challenging for me, as it might be for you, because I couldn't accept myself because I've done something no one else in history has done, which made it also difficult for other people to accept it and understand it. And that's what holds us back when we can't accept something new, when we can't move out of old beliefs and limitations to move into a new state of consciousness, because that is what I was given. I was given the blueprint for humankind. That's for 37 years I sat down and received this information, and it's said to be, it is the first verified personal development consciousness raising system ever developed in history. But I held myself back as well because I couldn't get it out and explain more of it and have people accept it before we would start seeing all the different events that are occurring in our world. But I know that they're meant to happen. Otherwise, we can't change anything. But we also don't change anything if we can't accept ourselves. And that's what I'm doing today. So I'm going to read you this message and I'll give you the recording because I'd love for you to see it. And it's also why I said I'm changing everything for me tomorrow. Other message that I received last year on this date, and I'll just say it because it said Jesus had the same difficulty. When you come into the world with something new that people can't understand or accept, and then we keep creating our world in the same way. And then we get persecuted like he did, and that's what I've been living in so many different ways. Um, but I'm going to move over that, and I hope you do as well. But here is the information for today, and as you listen to the recording as well, you will hear. And again, remember it was done in 2022, but it'll feel like it was done today because that's how I receive information. N- And no one's done this before, so I know it's challenging to accept, but I have to accept myself as I want others to accept themselves. The timing of your birth was perfect. You might not have believed that throughout much of your life, and especially today, but more of you will understand that statement after our live conversation with you today. We had Roger give you a hint last night when he threw in a statement from us in his broadcast, which was, there are no insignificant people ever born, only those unwilling to discover their significance. You have become far more valuable now to yourself and the world because of the wise decision to come to the world when you decided and choose to live through a massive restructuring. You might finally feel the significance. You might finally feel that significance for which you have always searched. You will be fine. And I'll give you that recording. You'll listen to that and you'll understand. And if you look at my blog post today, you'll see all the information that I put up, because anyone who uses this work will move to a higher state of consciousness. And the more of us who do that will change everything if we stop hiding and feeling insignificant. And that's what I'm doing today. Enjoy this information, and I'll leave the link to the blog as well. See you soon.